Breaking: hysterical woman just attempted assassination. Here's what authorities are warning of now. It's starting to look like we can always count on liberal scumbags to be triggered by the smallest of things these days. Once again, Charleston, South Carolina is making waves in the fight against the Confederate flag. Apparently this time an insane woman became so unhinged when she saw a rebel flag on a person's truck that she took it upon herself to violently rip it off. Then all hell broke loose. Leanne Walters saw a man's Confederate flag flying from his truck bed and proceeded to yank it right off. But when the owner of the truck tried to get the license plate number off of the liberal scumbag's car, she acted like a typical unhinged liberal and proceeded to throw her car into reverse and run him over. She then fled the scene. Police did manage to catch Walters and promptly arrested her a short time later. But sadly the charges she faces are an absolute and complete insult to the victim. Despite vandalizing his property and then intentionally trying to run him over with her own car, causing one of his knees to sustain an injury, the liberal whack job was only hit with a vandalism and leaving the scene of an accident with injuries charge. What? Usually, when someone uses a vehicle to attack another individual such as Walters did to her victim, they are charged with at least assault with a deadly weapon or straight-out attempted murder. The DA, in this case, must be a liberal. No one had any issues with the rebel flag until an insane man, Dylan Roof, who shot up a black church back in 2015 decided to take a picture with the flag. So the media told us to be outraged by a flag. The American Conservative reports. I will never be able to hold her again, but I forgive you. So said Nadine Collier, who lost her mother in the massacre at the Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina, offering forgiveness to Dylan Roof, who confessed to the atrocity that took the lives of 9 churchgoers at that Wednesday night prayer service and Bible study. If there is a better recent example of what it means to be a Christian, I am unaware of it. Collier and the families of those slain show the faithfulness to Christ's gospel of love and forgiveness that many are taught but few are strong enough to follow, especially at times like this. Their Christian witness testifies to a forgotten truth: if slavery was the worst thing that happened to black folks brought from Africa to America, Christianity was the best. Charleston, too, gave us an example of how a city should behave when faced with horror. Contrast the conduct of those good Southern people who stood outside that church in solidarity with the aggrieved, with the Ferguson mobs that looted and burned and the New York mobs that chanted for the killing of cops when the Eric Garner grand jury declined to indict. Yet, predictably, the cultural Marxists, following Rahm Emanuel's dictum that you never let a crisis go to waste, descended like locusts. As Roof had filmed himself flaunting a Confederate battle flag, the cry went out to tear that flag down from the War Memorial in Columbia, South Carolina, and remove its vile presence everywhere in America. Sally Jenkins of the Washington Post appeared front and center on its op-ed page with this call to healing: the Confederate battle flag is an American swastika, the relic of traitors and totalitarians, symbol of a brutal regime, not a republic. The Confederacy was treason in defense of a still deeper crime against humanity, slavery. But if Jenkins' hate-filled screed is right, if the Confederacy was Nazi Germany on American soil, then not only the battle flag must go,